Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Hello,
Hi.
everyone.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us. We got a bit of a late start today, so without further ado, we're just going to hop right into it. Joining us, I'm Chris Faylor. I'm Interactive Marketing Manager at Gearbox Software. And on the panel today, we have Anthony Burch, who is lead writer on Borderlands 2. Paul Hellquist, who is creative director and lead designer on Borderlands 2. Randy Pitchford, CEO and president of Gearbox Software. And Brian Martel, who is chief creative officer and executive VP.
You paused for a second, thought you were going to be like, Brian Martel is also here.
How's it going, everybody? Thanks for coming. I know it's wet out there, and I know it's cold, so I really appreciate everyone coming out. I love PAX. We have been strong supporters of the Penny Arcade Expo since the beginning, and it's kind of become a tradition for Gearbox to have a panel at the different Penny Arcade Expos, so it was really awesome to have an excuse to come down to visit this wonderful country and visit you guys down here in Australia to be able to come down to PAX, so thanks for having us. That was my son throwing out gifts earlier to you guys, and a couple days ago we got to see the parade of penguins down on the island. I don't know if you guys have done that, but we don't have stuff like that in America, so that's pretty cool.
We just have sadness.
So let's get started. While we're doing this, if you guys want to ask questions, we hopefully will have some time for Q&A at the end. Rather than an open forum, email your questions to us. Use your smartphones, whatever you want. Use that address, questions@gearboxsoftware.com, and Chris will get that live, and we'll see if we can answer questions that you guys have. So in real time, just go ahead and throw them at us, and he'll start queuing them up. Also, if you have questions that we aren't able to answer today, come to our forums, www.gearboxsoftware.com. There's links there. Join up, and a lot of Gearbox developers interact on the forums. All right, so I noticed, did you guys see the cosplayers? You guys are awesome. So I'm guessing that there's a few fans of Borderlands here. All right, well, we're going to talk about Borderlands. We've got a few things to share and some things to announce. Before we get into that, though, I wanted to give... Who wants to talk about what we're doing with the Art Academy in San Francisco?
Which one of you guys? Paul and I can talk about that.
All right, cool.
Is this... Can everybody hear me? Okay. So the Art Academy in San Francisco, we had this sort of, I guess, competition, you could say, where all the students sort of came together and pitched ideas for short films taking place in the Borderlands universe. And basically, they had these really crazy sort of constraints to work under, which was like you can't really create any new art unless you create it yourself. We're not going to support you on that. You can't have a bunch of crazy voice acting because that'll be expensive. So they had all these really difficult things to work under. And at the end of the day, we chose 3 films to make, and they were in many ways some of the like infuriatingly fucking clever, to the point where I was like, God damn it, I feel like an asshole now because you guys just spent a week writing something that's way better than anything that we wrote for the main game. So I kind of hope you all die. But yeah, so we're going to show you a video from one of the pitches, Leslie, and you'll sort of see how she really cleverly got around some of the constraints that we set up for everything. But yeah, this is called, I think, Dr. Frankentrap or something.
Hi, I'm Leslie Harwood, and I'm
Wait a
a
second.
support artist at the Academy.
How do you guys want to do the audio on this?
I'll like mouth what she's saying.
I'm super talented.
Do you want to do the unclassy thing and trade spots? If we bring that PC down here.
Well, this is plugged in.
Okay.
Oh, this is good. This is totally not going to create any problems. All right. We're adapting in real time. That totally
Have I mentioned how good I am at art? I hope you like the video.
Suddenly, she's played by
Elmo.
Mr. Hanky,
Yeah, she's just like,
the Christmas Pooh.
Too soon?
So, what do we do here?
We'll get back.
Wait.
It sounds like it's working now.
I heard something.
Hi, I'm Leslie Harwood, and I'm the storyboard artist at the Academy of Art University. I'm also a finalist in the Borderlands Cooperative Project. This is the animatic from my short, Bride of Frankentrap. It's the first time this animatic has been shown to the public, so I hope you enjoy it.
Hello, and welcome to Claptrap Story Hour. Today, I have an absolutely true, totally happened story of true love.
Master, I have the eye, Master.
Good work, minion. With this, she will be complete. Go, start the device. It is time. She's online. She's online. I am God. A robot God.
Who are you?
Well, that's a long story. About me. So glad you asked. I am the great Claptrap, the last of my kind, and all alone, destined for misery, unappreciated, with nobody to turn to, nobody to love. So I built you. You have no choice. You're programmed to love me.
Baby, what about me? All the nights we spent together, tinkering with your hardware. But you said
It's not what it looks like. She, we, I.
you betrayed me. You must be deactivated. As you said. Tear off your shirts and feed them to you. Let's see you try.
Ladies, you don't need to do this. There's plenty of clap for everyone. Girls, really? Yes, that's totally, exactly how it happened. There's totally no other way I could have blown up a washing machine.
So, yeah, as you can see there, a super clever way of getting around the fact that she couldn't get any new voice actors. We said, well, you can have Claptrap, because Claptrap's the guy named Dave Eddings who just works at the office. So she's like, okay, I guess I'll just make a story that just is nothing but Claptrap doing the voices of other characters, which is crazy clever. So yeah, the idea is that that and 2 other short films are going to get sort of put into full production, and you're going to see those. Do we know when they're going to see them? Toward the beginning of next year, you're going to see like full, fleshed out 3D animation and all kinds of versions of basically what you just saw here. But you're the first people outside of that one meeting room we were in to ever see that. So yeah, I hope you like that.
My hypothesis is that she built that story around the line, there's plenty of clap for everyone.
Yeah, no, that's probably true. That's totally
I think
true.
it started from there, and then she built the rest
How
of
can
the
I
story.
justify that?
So speaking of shorts, we might need that.
Yeah, you're going to need that.
Okay.
Yeah, let's leave that in.
For now.
So a lot of folks liked you guys saw the Krieg short that we did with Krieg the Second. Yeah. We have fun with this stuff. I mean, some of the marketing guys at the publisher are like, you guys, like, if you're gonna do that, could you at least time it with the launch of the thing so that we can get some actual sales value out of it? Like, no, we're just gonna do stuff for fun. So, but it was cool. So we decided to do more stuff like that. So we're not done with this yet, but we wanted to show you a work in progress of an upcoming short.
Oh, there's a line missing from the beginning that's over the blackness. It's Tiny Tina saying, "So one time Brick and I got captured by Hyperion," and then this sort of happens.
Right. So imagine a title card that says Tiny Tina saying, "One time Brick and I got captured by Hyperion."
Thank God you repeated that.
Yes. I just wanted to make sure because you mumble and are completely incomprehensible.
Yeah.
So.
Fair enough. Who's talking about?
The other thing, once again, like Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep, it came out already. Anybody play it? You guys check that out? So this is kind of like promoting that, even though it already has been out for a few weeks, and this won't even be out for another couple weeks. So we're bad at that.
It's basically it's a quasi prequel to the events of that game, where they talk about how they were going to beat up a Hyperion informant. This is how they grabbed that informant and all that stuff. So, but not all of it. You're only going to see the first like 15, 20 seconds of the short because we're not just done with the rest yet, to be honest.
It's not full screen? It will full screen. Okay, let's try it. It did.
Give me the fast travel code for Sanctuary, Jack Slayers.
Hey, Tina. I feel kind of weird. We ain't going to be late for the funeral, are we? We got to get back for Rose's funeral.
Pump full of truth juice. Don't tell him nothing there!
And you're lucky I don't hit girls.
Me neither. But for you, I make an exception.
Now, Slappy, you're in the middle of a Hyperion base with no chance to escape. If you don't tell me what I want to know, you'll end up just like your pals Bloodwing and Roland.
You know, that evil wizard is right.
Wizard? What wizard?
More things happen after that.
So there's more that'll come. That's just a teaser. And it's work in progress. Now you're unplugging me. Okay. So that's cool. Nice little intro there. But I think one of the things you guys are interested in, I think I teased that we're going to do some more DLC, and some people are anticipating we're going to talk about that a little bit. So one thing that I know we set expectations for with Borderlands 1, we launched the game and you can go up to level 50, and then later we increased the level cap 11 so that you can go up to level 61. And then we increased the level cap yet again, 8 more levels, so that in Borderlands 1 the max level cap was 69. Just math. Yeah. So some folks have been wondering if we're going to increase the level cap again, and we thought we'd talk to you about that right now. So I'm assuming you guys want this, that some people would like to keep leveling up. And so the question was, what should the new level cap be? How high can we go? And it's a constant balance because we build the game and balance it around level 50, and their skill trees are very complicated, and at each skill point that we add, creates potentially game-breaking possibilities. So it was, it's a trick to balance, but we've been at this for a while, and so we're ready to announce there's going to be another level pack upgrade, and we're going to call it the Ultimate Vault Hunter Borderlands Upgrade Pack number 2.
That really just rolls out the fucking tongue, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's very easy to enunciate, and you're going to go up 11 more levels, so a full 11. Yeah.
There's Digistruct Peak at the bottom.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Okay. We'll get to that. So yeah, so you're going to go up 11 levels up to level 72 is the new level cap. You'll notice that it says Digistruct Peak Challenge on that.
More things that just roll right off the tongue.
Yeah. So it is more than just a level cap increase. So let me tell you what it is. Obviously, there is the increased level cap. There's 11 new experience levels, so the cap is 72. There's a new section or a new thing that we're adding called the Digistruct Peak Challenge, and it includes some new gear and some new loot opportunities. But you'll also have this cool new feature which allows you to basically set your challenge in the game. You can make the game harder than what you're used to. Some people think the game's easy, especially when you get some sick gear. So you can now make it impossible if you'd like. And
yeah,
that's a cool new feature.
At level 72, you're going to have 2 of the top tier skills, so you're going to need a challenge here. So that's what we were thinking when we came up with this.
Yes. So that's coming soon, and we'll announce the exact date. We're still working on this. We don't have an exact launch date yet, but it'll come soon. Let's see. I think. Let me tell you too. It's we've got a price for it. It's going to be $5. It's not part of the season pass, and it will be coming soon-ish. When I say. Yeah. I don't know how it'll work out with the Steam price in Australia, but you guys have, different markets, different territories have their own thing. We create the content, and then the suits sell it. So they decide what things cost. You guys can tell them. We campaigned really heavily just to give this away, but there's a lot of reasons that it's. But trust me, I got some good news for you. You guys will be happy before we're done. I promise. About the soonish, do you guys celebrate Halloween in Australia? No.
Yeah. How do you disagree?
Okay. Does it happen on October 31st? Yes. Okay, so when I say soonish, before then, this will exist. But I don't have an exact launch date yet, but it is coming, and we're excited to get it out. Got some more goodies. We're going to increase the maximum ammunition capacity. There'll be some SDUs, so you guys can talk to Crazy Earl with your Iridium and buy some more of that, and also
Whose voice is Crazy Earl, Randy?
Yeah, who's Crazy Earl?
I don't know.
If someone on this panel were to do an impression of Crazy Earl, who of us would do that?
You guys know by now, I did the voice of Crazy Earl, right?
That was the fucking subtext, yeah. Say what you want. That's what they want to hear.
What you want? So,
yeah, there you go.
Oh, it's so easy. You should write me some better lines, because I've got like
Crazy Earl is not my character.
Who created Crazy Earl?
I don't know.
Brian, do you remember who created that one? No. There was some weird idea that
For Crazy Earl?
Yeah, Crazy Earl. Who sketched that out? Remember?
Might have been Mikey.
Yeah.
No, there was somebody that did the drawing
I
initially.
think that was Kester, wasn't it? Scott Kester, one of our concept artists.
Yeah, was he the one that gave him the Hitler mustache?
Yeah. Wow, thanks, Anthony.
No, I mean it's true. Like the model for Crazy Earl is like a totally normal-looking guy, except he's got this weird Hitler mustache.
No, that's a chaplain. That's a chaplain.
Okay, we'll go with the chaplain.
Come on.
We'll go with that.
So you go to Crazy Earl with your Iridium. You can buy more ammo now. You can get bigger bank capacity. Also, an inventory. And this ability will be released in a future pack, a DLC upgrade, and this one will be really cheap. This one's free. So we won one fight. So I also expect that soonish. We'll recap all this too. We have some more customizations to come. Some people like heads and skins. And we've got...
Yeah, that one guy, all right.
And so there'll be more on that as well, coming soon. And they're in development right now, and they're pretty cool. So we'll have some more news on that too coming soon. Chris, do you want to talk about Community Day?
Sure.
All right.
So the past few years, we've done something really cool back in Texas called Community Day, where we invite all of our fans in the area to come out and hang out with us, tell us what they like to do in our games, and get a glimpse behind the scenes to what we're working on and what we're doing next. We're not in Dallas right now, obviously. So it's been really cool, but we've also realized that we have fans around the world. I mean, you guys packed this room today, right?
Jesus.
Wow, you guys waited 3 hours?
I'm so sorry.
In the rain and cold?
We were inside, luckily.
Okay. Well, then fuck it. That's not a big deal.
So this year for Community Day, we want to do something a little different, something that can be global, worldwide. That's cue for the next slide.
Oh.
So this year for Community Day, we're going to make it online. It's going to be a lot of really cool stuff. We're going to have interactive live stream, chat with the developers, game with developers. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we hope that you join us on September 14th. For
Are you
guys,
sure it'll be the 14th here?
Yeah.
Might be the 15th
I
in
checked
Australia.
the time zone. It'll be, early morning on the 15th.
What time will it be in Australia when it kicks off?
Right now about 2 a.m.
Ouch. Ouch.
Now
Thanks.
it'll be live streamed, but you can also, if you have the credential, you can watch it in any time, right? You don't have to watch it in real time.
We'll have an archive available one way or another to make sure, because 2 a.m. is it's early for us.
Now, my understanding, we're still planning this, and my understanding is there will be the streaming, like there'll be a free streaming for everybody, right?
Yeah, we're still working out a lot of those details. But
Okay, and I
we
think
wanna
there's
make
also
sure.
like some tiers where if people wanted to spend some money, we give them gifts and stuff.
We're working on that, yeah.
Okay.
So one of the things that we want to do, as Randy hinted, is have some really cool digital bonuses and goodies for you guys to celebrate Community Day. And one of those that we've been working on is exclusive heads and skins for Borderlands 2.
I'm seeing a slide here, Chris. Should I show it?
Can we go to the slide,
Okay.
please?
A lot of cowboy hats.
Yeah. So the person who modeled that Zero skin was really excited about the head. I've never seen somebody, So these will be available. These will be available around Community Day. We'll have exact details later on about how to get them and how to redeem them and all that. But the cool thing is, since you guys came out and celebrate Gearbox Software and Borderlands with us today, we want to make sure that no matter what, you guys get all the digital goodies, all the digital bonuses that are part of Community Day. So when you leave today, you'll get a card with a code on it. Register that code, and that'll make sure you get everything that's a part of Community Day.
So let me repeat that so you're clear. This is what the card looks like. When you exit, we'll have one for everyone. So make sure you get one before you leave. If you don't get this, you're missing out. There's a code on here which will allow you to register so that you get that digital credential. So I don't know what our pricing tiers are for the different tiers, but this code will get you the best that we're offering. So because you're here for free, you'll get that, and you can get all the digital stuff as part of the community.
So, and one note on that, as you get those, please redeem those as soon as possible. The sooner you register, the more able we are to give you those credentials as soon as possible.
Yeah, the other thing that happens too is sometimes we've done this kind of thing for other PAXs in the past, and we'll get an email 5 months after the event. Oh, I never redeemed my. It's like, dude, we shut down the site, and it's people want their free stuff, and they didn't redeem it. Also, I don't want to see these on eBay. Come on, guys, this is for you. So, reward us for coming here and spending time with you guys by keeping these for yourself, okay? Thanks. All right.
So that's great for you guys. What about everybody else who's not at the panel, right?
Fuck them.
We've set up a site at gearboxsoftware.com/communityday. That's where all the news, announcements, and updates will be. So keep an eye on that. Tell your friends. And we'll see you guys on September 14th.
I just realized that I didn't hide the code when I was holding this up.
Shit.
I don't know what kind of. I think we're streaming this, aren't we? This panel right now. So I don't know what kind of fidelity those cameras are, but some people
Just
are gonna.
don't give that card away to anyone else.
Yeah, just
Zoom, enhance, rotate.
We'll know the one person that redeemed the card 20 minutes before everybody else.
So what else we got?
Random internet guy, I know the code that you're gonna cheat with, so we got your number. One of the cool things about Community Day too, obviously there's a lot of Borderlands fans in here, and Borderlands is huge. We have other games and other things that we're involved in, so we're going to be talking about the future. We're going to be talking about some of the other efforts. Already I mentioned some of the things we're doing to support Borderlands, and we love the game. You know that the season pass has come to an end. And we do have a few things planned to continue, but a lot of our efforts are moving on to the next gen. We have games in development for the future consoles, some including new IP that we haven't announced yet. Really exciting stuff. Something else happened that some of you guys might know. One of the major publishers went away. Did you guys hear about when THQ is? So that's never good news. But one of the things that happened as a consequence of that is, THQ did have in their possession some great IP, intellectual property for brands and games we love. And one of the brands that was in the THQ stable that they didn't really do anything with for as long as they had it was a brand called Homeworld. And when THQ started to evaporate, Brian kept coming into my office every day and saying, "Randy, we got to get Homeworld. We got to get that, And so I interacted with the THQ guys, and we became part of that process, bidding on the brand, and eventually Gearbox acquired the Homeworld franchise. So what I wanted to ask Brian to talk about, because what we got was we got the brand, we got the games, and we've got some passion, and it's really directed from Brian. So Brian, tell us about why did we do this? Why did we spend all this money to buy this?
Explain yourself.
Well, I mean, who doesn't love spaceships, right? I mean, they're awesome, and this is one of those games that just for me sort of moved me as a brand. I really was impressed with how both the story, some of the best spaceships I'd ever seen outside of Star Wars, and it was just sort of that part of it that meant something to me. So I really thought that we should kind of get it out there to the rest of the world, and a lot of folks haven't had a chance to play it. It's only been on DVD. Or CD, out there, and so hasn't ever been released digitally. And so I thought that, well, we need to let the world see this. We need to get a lot of people to play it and love it the same way that I have, and a lot of the community that has, especially after we bought it, has reached out. I mean, you can still see that there are people making mods for it. I mean, it's a pretty amazing thing.
So what was the process like? So, I don't know if anybody here has ever, been on an auction acquiring a video game IP before, but that was kind of an interesting experience. So, from your point of view, tell the story. How did that go?
Well, it's sort of a weirdly long process. I mean, you have to go through all this effort to sort of do due diligence on it, look at what assets they have, and they won't really show you anything, so you're kind of guessing as to directory structures and all these kind of things. What are we going to get out of that? And then we're debating, how much do we think it's going to go for? I don't know. What else do you think out of what we did there?
Well, it went in a couple rounds. At the beginning, we put in initial bids, and we had to put money in an escrow account that the people that were auctioning off all of THQ's properties were able to look at and see that we were good for it. We couldn't just raise a card up. Number 23, I say I've got a couple $1,000,000. No, you had to actually put the money in and show them that you were good for it. And then it got down to about three bidders.
3 bidders, yeah.
And they decided to do a live auction on the telephone. And 2 of the other bidders were publishers, and we were the only developer. So that was really interesting. And we were just stubborn. So.
Yeah, that's pretty much true.
Yeah, so we ended up getting it. I felt good about the price we paid for it. It was less than what our CFO was comfortable with, which is always a good sign. So what are we going to do with it, Brian? So then the auction happened. Then how long did it take between when the auction closed and when we got the stuff?
It was another almost a month before we were actually able to get any of the assets. We were able to get a hard drive filled with everything, and then start really doing investigation into how we were going to actually build the game.
So what's our plan?
So our plan is to try to release it on Steam. We're going to upgrade all of the ships, make it look amazing for current day, current gen, because this thing is in some cases Homeworld is 15 years old. So at this point, it needs a bit of a fresh coat of paint.
So did you just announce a Homeworld HD?
I might have. And Homeworld 2.
Homeworld and Homeworld 2?
Well, you know, 2 different products.
That's awesome. Brian, I love Homeworld and Homeworld 2. I'm really grateful that you're making a high-definition version of the game. But I like the classic games. How can I get the original, unaltered, unaffected games?
Well, when you buy
Jesus
the
Christ.
HD version, you'll get those too.
So I know, isn't that terrible? We haven't rehearsed this. So Brian wanted to make sure, he wanted to make an awesome version of the game, so he's got a small team at Gearbox working on that. But he also wanted to release the pure versions as well. So when we eventually get that stuff out there on the digital platforms, you'll be able to get a classic, original, unaltered version of Homeworld and Homeworld 2, and you'll also get the HD version. And we've got to figure out what it's going to take to finish all that work and to get it deployed on the digital platforms. But we're doing it. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Absolutely.
And it wouldn't have happened if Brian didn't make me do it.
Yeah.
You know, after the auction, Alex Garden, he was the founder of Relic, you know, the guy that was behind the Homeworld effort. He called me and he just wanted to tell me how grateful he was that we got it, that a developer got the brand instead of a publisher. And he also pledged help and support. And we've been, Brian's, you know, flown out and met a lot of the guys that worked on the original games, and we've had our hand. And by the way, like, this is ancient code. It's really hard. What do we need? Like, what do we need?
Does anybody out there have a copy of Maya 3? Because
he's not kidding. Anyone that we're streaming this to, if you have a copy of Maya 3, we need the software and the dongle.
Legitimate.
You guys remember dongles? So that was DRM for commercial software back in the day. So we've been talking about Homeworld for about 20 minutes.
And we have 20 minutes left.
Oh, we have 20 minutes. All right. So let's talk about something else.
Pacific Rim. Anybody see that? That was pretty good.
Sharknado.
2. Okay, so you guys played, some of you played Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep, right? We conditioned you guys with the previous DLCs.
Should you be saying that in a German accent?
We put so much effort into the game, we realized after we shipped it that some people wanted more themed heads and skins for Dragon Keep, so we got heads coming. And here they are. And when they're ready, soonish, we're gonna deploy these via shift code. So if you have Dragon Keep, you know, from our site, you'll be able to get the shift codes that will let you get your heads and skin, or your heads for Dragon Keep. I keep saying heads and skins, but these are just heads, so I didn't mean to inflate your expectations unnecessarily.
Skins will be a little bit down the line.
Yeah. The
Soonish +1.
Soonish +1. We've got a lot of awesome cosplayers here. Did Yaz, did you make it in the room? Are you here? No. Yaz didn't make it. Are you kidding?
Friendship over.
Yasmin she's Australian, and she played the live action version of Lilith in Borderlands 2. So, you know, when Lilith shows up, I don't want to give any spoilers, but there's a point where you only get to see her as the live action holographic projection, and she's an awesome cosplayer, actually. I think today she's doing Katarina from League of Legends. But
OP.
Katarina's OP.
I fucking hate Katarina.
Yeah.
Good insight.
Dude, I wreck her with Misfortune.
Oh, really? Well done.
All right. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Like, I know how much effort it is to, you know, I've got my own Lilith cosplay that I do. And it took a lot of time to make the costume and to do the ink lines.
Only Christy gets to see it.
You guys are awesome. So I wanted to reward all the people that came today dressed in costumes. We brought something for you guys. The thing is, there's a lot more of you than we expected.
So you will fight to the death.
we've come all the way from Dallas. It's a long way. And are you guys familiar with the loot chests that we do? Okay. They're very hard to come by. Every time we make a bunch of them, they just sell out immediately and they're gone. We had the original loot chest edition of the game that was sold out months before the game launched. We then created the loot chest separately as a thing that we sold on our store and on ThinkGeek, and those sold out instantaneously. We brought some loot chests to give to our cosplayers. Haley's opening one up so you guys can see what these look like.
It's a cardboard box to begin with.
Yeah.
Since you opened it, we should sign this for them too. So here's it. And it's filled with all kinds of cool stuff. We brought 10 of them. How many cosplayers over there? Can we get?
15. How many of you are married?
Okay, so we're gonna have to do some arm wrestling or something. Tell you what. Hey, can you guys stand up? Everybody should see you guys.
Yeah.
This is like
come up
amazing.
front here.
In fact, come to the front.
Show off.
Look how
this
awesome
is actually a
these look.
prelude to the Battle of the Death, but yes.
There's a Tiny Tina, a Gage, a Salvador, and another Gage, a Bandit. Woo! Show off all that effort.
Oh, look at that claptrap.
Dude, hold that.
Holy
Can someone hold that claptrap up? Look at that claptrap.
Yeah,
Wow. We need to see that. Can someone help raise that claptrap so that they can see that? That's incredible. It's got to let up.
It might not be liftable.
Is it liftable?
Oh.
No, it stays on the ground.
He's pretty fragile.
Get a look at this on your way out, guys. That's amazing. Look at this Zero with the sword. That's awesome. You guys are rad.
I think it's at the point too now where we've seen enough female Psycho cosplay that we're kind of just dicks if we don't make an actual female Psycho enemy in the future.
We got to rationalize that into the canon.
Yeah.
Canonically, the Doll Corporation
Nobody cares.
imported all these prisoners that were
14
planet.
minutes.
They're all men. And then when they left, they just kind of opened up the gate. So that's why all the bandits are men. But there's so many female cosplayers. We're gonna have to introduce some women into that troop. You guys all deserve a loot chest. We only have 10 with us, so we're gonna have to figure out which 10 get it today. Haley, would you mind getting everyone's contact information, and we will ship the ones that we can't get taken care of today. We'll make sure everyone gets a loot chest.
Yep.
You guys are awesome. Did a really good job. I had this idea when we were doing these. I said, what if, because there's some stuff inside. I said, what if the how there's like, you put like stuffing and stuff. What if the stuffing was like crumpled up newspaper? But what if the newspaper was like a Pandora newspaper? And so Anthony wrote all these little stories that he made Pandora newspaper. So the crumpled up stuffing is actually, a Pandora newspaper that has actual stories on it. So it's pretty cool. So we'll get everybody, and if any of you guys want us to sign these, we'll stick around and we'll be happy to sign the stuff. In fact, Haley, did you figure out where we can sign things later for people that want us to sign things? At where? At 3 o'clock? We'll be at the picnic area at 3 o'clock, and we'll sign things for everybody, because they're going to kick us out of this room. So... Hey, you want to see something cool? Yes. Besides the incredible cosplayers. Thanks, guys. You guys are awesome. Paul, do you want to set this up?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going to show you a little bit of some new DLC. Anyone interested in that? So this one is called TK Baja's Bloody Harvest, and it's just one section of what we're going to be providing.
And Chris, you're playing this live right now, right?
Yes.
All right, so we brought a build of the game. Now this is a work...
Thanks, Anthony.
This is a work in progress. Oh, jeez. And everyone vomits. Take the mouse away from Anthony. All right.
Yeah, it's gone.
All right, so this is a work in progress. It's, yeah, go ahead. You guys set it up.
So,
I can't hear anything.
Is there any audio? Anyway, so this is basically a little area we've called the Hallowed Hollow, where zombie DK Baja lives as the lookout, despite the fact that he's blind, for a retirement community of old zombies and retired demons and other people from the Jacob's Cove thing. from the original first DLC for Borderlands 1 that you worked on, right, Paul?
Yes, yeah. This is all sort of a callback to the zombie island of Dr. Nid.
And the basic quest he has you on is that you have to go kill an evil monster called Jock O'Lantern. Because we're super clever. And you'll sort of see that, yeah, we've added new lootables in the form of pumpkin heads to smash and all that kind of fun stuff. And now we're going to see Chris probably get his ass handed to him by the pumpkin heads. So I believe we've got some new music there from Race and Varner. Those are pumplings. They drop candy that actually gives you a short-term buff depending on the color of the candy, because that's how candy works in real life. Talk closer to the mic? Okay. Well, now I'm out of things to say. Pacific Rim was really good. So yeah, we got these golden pumpkins. So again, yeah, candy depending on the... I think right now he's got increased damage, is it? I don't know.
I think blue is regenerating ammo.
Or don't even look at it. Yeah, just eat it, you glutton. So yeah, the quest is to take out these new bad guys, and they sort of they can throw stuff at you, they can stun, I believe, and you'll see Jock O'Lantern pretty quickly coming up here, and he's a fun guy.
You guys want to talk about this one?
Oh yeah. Try only one, and you'll feel tall with greatest ease. Your foes will fall.
Hurry up! I'm about to die.
But just grab it, eat it. For the one. I actually don't know what that does.
So
that's more damage. More damage.
Seriously?
TK Baja's Bloody Harvest is the first. We're calling it a Headhunter Pack, and it's going to be the first of at least 2, hopefully 3 Headhunter Packs that we're working on.
Did you
Chris,
survive?
Focus.
Yes. So yeah, this is all themed around this very Halloween kind of TK Baja theme, and the other Headhunter Packs that are coming are going to have a similarly, hopefully, kind of cool theme to them. If Chris doesn't die here like an idiot. Oh my God, you're so close. No! Get your skill point. At least you can throw out your turd or something like that. Get your skill point real quick.
Yeah. It's for this thing we're gonna spend another minute on.
Yeah, I mean it's worth it. Toss that shit out. So yeah, you can hear some new music there from Raisin Varner, who he did all the music for all our DLCs and a lot of the main game.
It's spooky.
It is. It's already spooky. Yeah. There will be, I think, a side quest that's associated with this whole Headhunter thing. You'll get a cool. Are we saying what the head is you're gonna get? Are we okay with saying that?
Sure.
Yeah. When you beat the pumpkin Jock O'Lantern, you'll get a cool pumpkin head for your character.
Oh my God! Look at him.
Jock's a brand new boss. He's got a bunch of new behaviors. He'll throw pumpkin bombs at you. You can see he just stunned Chris because Chris is standing in front of him like a friggin' idiot. And Chris will continue not to move. But yeah, basically. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. Yeah, no, yeah, just die right in front of... Yeah, things are going great! Things are going great! So Chris is going to die here.
This is something you want to bring friends with.
There's a pumpkin bomb. You saw I just threw a pumpkin bomb, and you saw Chris betraying all of us.
Oh, Chris.
Everybody say boo, Chris, boo.
Hey, Chris, while you have the build-up, can you quickly load up the that other thing? And
oh, sure.
What? I don't even know what the other thing is.
Did you check?
The challenge pack thing?
Yeah. Let's check this out real quick.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
the raid on Digistruct Peak.
Yeah,
I mentioned this earlier. Yeah.
This is all sort of Patricia Tanis, whose character you may remember from Borderlands and Borderlands 2, has sort of started working with Lilith and the surviving Crimson Raiders in Sanctuary to create a training facility for potential Crimson Raiders to basically hone their skills against a bunch of enemies that she sort of digistructs into existence. So in this map, you'll be fighting against enemies that you don't normally see in these kinds of combinations, like loaders with skags or bandits with other stuff. You're just jealous because you can't do it. There's probably some interesting social experiments about like how much would you pay to just be really good at the game and not play the game anymore.
For the record, I paid my entire career in moving down to Dallas.
At what cost?
True story.
So yeah, this is Digistruct Peak. This is made by one of our level designers, Jason Reese, our lead level designer for Borderlands 2, and there's Tanis who.
Hi.
We don't have any VO in.
We don't have any VO. She's a talkative one.
This is all temp.
Yeah, this is all still
You should
development.
really cheat. You should like fly.
Yeah, hit H. Go buck wild. Do it. Do it.
Oh, you're gonna.
I believe.
So we're gods in our game.
Make it rain!
He's just spawning. He's just spawning guns. It's hailing weapons.
I'm glad we showed that.
So that's good. You guys get the idea.
That
It's
is
pretty
sufficient.
cool. It's a pretty awesome set of content and some pretty cool stuff in here. You'll get Tower of Torment.
You just really like the word torment? Oh, you like?
We should move on. We're running out of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you guys get the idea.
I forgot the name of the mission was Dr. T and the Vault Hunters. I'm really happy about that. 5 people will get that reference.
Deprivation Depot. All right. Can we switch back over to the slides? Who's in control of the switch? All right.
Now we can still play.
All right, so let's see. So we've got that. We did this. Oh, yeah, here. This is cool. Remember how I mentioned earlier the level cap increase? We're doing that again, and it's coming in a DLC with the Digistruct Peak. And it's that DLC will be $5. I think because you guys all came out here in the cold and rain, you guys should also get that one for free, too. So
He's covering.
So don't leave this room without getting this certificate. So now you'll get 2 certificates. This is for the community day with all the digital goodies and the hidden code. And this one is for your level cap increase for the Ultimate Vault Hunter Upgrade Pack 2 Digistruct Peak Challenge. What's that? No. The question is, does this require the last level pack? Now, it's complicated though. It does not. You can get this if you did not get the other upgrade, but your level cap will not be 72. You'll go up to 61, right? So this is plus 11. And there's other complexity with what stuff does what. So we're going to have a FAQ.
What Randy's basically saying is don't worry your pretty little head about it.
We've thought through all the possibilities. We've thought through the player that doesn't have either of them. We thought through the player that has either one but not the other. And we thought through the player that has both. And it all works. There's some different nuances between those different configurations. Chris here, I'm going to commit him right now. He's going to create a FAQ that's going to go up on our website before this is launched so that everybody can understand what those different configurations are.
So I have to have that done, what, soonish?
Yes. Just that one's due soonish. So there you go. So you'll get that certificate, and that's awesome. So we're all feeling good, right? Cool. So let me go over the timeline of all the upcoming Borderlands 2 stuff so that you guys aren't confused.
If you guys want to if you want to tell your friends what happened at this panel, this is a slide you take a picture of.
Yeah, so once it's filled up, don't take the picture yet.
No,
this is what happened. It was kind of boring.
All right, so we've got heads that'll come probably within 2 or 3 weeks, actually, and those will be delivered via shift code. Those are the heads for the Dragon Keep. We've got the upgrade Pack 2. Since the Ultimate Vault Hunter Upgrade Pack 2 Digistruct Peak Challenge. We'll just call it, since we're in Australia, we'll call it Ulti 2. Because you just add IE to something and it's 2 syllables, right? So we'll call it Ulti 2. And that'll come soonish. That's $5, not part of the season pass. For you, it's free. And we've got the Headhunter Pack, #1, TK Baja's Bloody Harvest. That'll come. When I say fall, I mean soonish. I mean before Halloween. I know that your summer is our winter and our summer is your winter. So it's your spring. Yep. So forgive the...
Man, it's fucking weird.
I'm tempted to edit it right here, but I'm going to leave it. And we'll be doing some more Headhunter packs. At least 1 more, hopefully 2 more. We'll see. And they're going to sort out, the suits will sort out how that gets packaged and delivered to you and what they need for that. We've spent a lot of time, some of these we've actually been working on since just after launching the game, actually. So some of the stuff has been worked on for a long time. and those people like to eat. So at some point, we're gonna have to pay them. Also, we've got more customizations, heads and skins coming, and we'll talk about those soon-ish. We're gonna do some Q&A for the few minutes we have remaining. Do you have some questions?
Which is one.
So
we are already at 2:30.
Do you have any good questions? Also, I wanted to show you guys something. Who likes Butt Stallion? So finally, our guys that do our T-shirts and merchandising and stuff, they finally got around to making a Butt Stallion T-shirt. So it's going to be on sale in the Gearbox store soonish. It's now?
Now.
Okay, I have just the prototype here, so I can hold it up. I have 2 of these prototypes, and there's a flaw. You'll notice that the people that made the T-shirt thought that we made a mistake when we put two horns on the unicorn, so they actually removed one of the horns, thinking that was a mistake. Is that the way the correct one has 2? Is that correct, Chris?
Correct. She's a Pandora corn, not a unicorn.
Yeah. So when you see this on the store, that should be fixed, hopefully. But that's pretty cool. So there's a Butt Stallion T-shirt. And if anybody wants to follow us on Twitter, there's all of our Twitter handles.
So I know, Randy, we talked about the panel signing.
Yes.
We have an update on that
Yes.
just now. So immediately after this panel, if you guys want to join us in the queue room, back where you picked up your badge initially, we'll be there at tables, and we'll be happy to sign anything and answer any questions you may have.
Cool. Time permitting, I may even do a card trick.
Yeah, that's.
Are there any questions worth answering, or should we do it all on the forums?
There's one question that I think we can answer really quick that's interesting.
Okay.
We've added a couple characters to the game. This question comes from Adam Buckmaster. He wants to know if Gage and Krieg are going to be...
I'm not the only one that heard that, right?
He wants to know if Gage or Krieg are going to be added to the intro movie for Borderlands 2, and if not, why?
Oh, that's a good question.
I guess I'll field this one. Yeah, we get this question a lot. We would love to put those guys into the intro movie. Unfortunately, like, all those discs are already stamped and printed, and everyone's buying those things. It's not really an easy thing to patch in people into a movie.
Because it's an enormous movie, you would have to re-download the entire huge friggin' movie, the bank video.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we're not able to do that. That's one of the reasons actually why we made that Krieg short. So you can thank the fact that we can't patch the intro movie for this whole shorts thing that we've started doing. So that's kind of why we
wouldn't have done that cool little video.
Yeah, the Krieg short kind of explains how he got near the train, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we might do more of those.
Yep.
I'm committing people to work right now. That's okay. That's a cool question, guys. Thank you so much for spending time with us. It's really awesome to see you all here and to feel the support. If you're a cosplayer, stick around. We're gonna get the 10 that we have to the 10 least worthy of you. The most worthy will get your contact information so we can ship you the thing, and we'll probably throw in some other goodies. So we'll have to decide who's the least and most worthy. And everyone else that would like to talk to us or have us sign things so that you can eBay them, we'll be out in the main tent, the entry tent, right?
Yep.
The entry tent, and we'll get over there as soon as we can. We're gonna have to tidy up here, and we'll walk right over there.
Thank you so much for waiting outside in the cold and rain.
Yes, thank you. You guys are awesome.
Do not forget. Don't forget to get these on the way out, guys. Put these on the way out. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good afternoon.